Hi guys, this is Lazy Admin and this is my first YouTube channel and first video uh, on how to install and configure Zabbix on CentOS 8. The target audience would be mainly network and system administrators, and the channel is all about the administration stuff in the IT world. So let's get started with the Zabbix itself. Well, Zabbix is a network performance monitor, as the name suggests, NPM. There are a lot of products out there in the market, but Zabbix is among the open source ones. I would say the good ones. It's free and it has a big community and it's really easy to configure, and out of the box it will give you a lot of options, but do not expect it to be really out of the box. It will give you all the shiny ornaments that other enterprise level network performance monitors would give you, like SolarWinds or some other. But actually you can scale it to the enterprise grade, and there is a community out there which will give you a lot of things, and you can share with them a lot of things, so you can customize to the very own enterprise level. And plus it's all free, folks, and you can give it a try. Why I am giving it a try? Because currently we are in the corona time, and the IT organizations are really hard, really finding it difficult to allocate budgets for the monitoring tools and all that. So let's get straight to what Zabbix is. It's an open source, as I've already told you. It started in 1998, and now in May 2020, we have reached to the 5.0 version of Zabbix. So I have a fresh installed CentOS 8 box that I will show you right now. This is my freshly installed CentOS server. For the reference, I'm keeping all the passwords as plain passwords. So this is my CentOS machine. Let's first find out the password for our CentOS machine. Sorry, not the password actually, the IP for our CentOS machine. So here it goes. So the IP of my CentOS machine is 192.168.8.145. So I will recommend opening a putty session, or you can go with the same graphical user interface. If you have not installed a graphical user interface, still you can work with the SSH and install Zabbix easily. So let's get started with it. So here is our putty session. So we will log in as root user. Password is password. And here it goes. We are into our own CentOS virtual machine. So what we are going to do here is we are going to install Zabbix for the first time. So folks, first of all, the thing I would recommend is disable the SELinux. If you want to keep the SELinux in the description of the video, I will add some commands that you can make a security model for the Zabbix to run with SELinux. But for the sake of right now, for this video, I will disable the SELinux here. So the SELinux I will disable. So as you can see, I have I have give setenforce 0. So actually it enforced SELinux to be in permissive mode. That you can see here, it is in permissive mode right now. So it's not enabled. The next thing we would do is that we will install a web server, because Zabbix, we need to see the front end. We need to see the monitoring. So we will install a web server. People recommend, normally people can use Nginx or HTTPD. So whichever daemon you want to use, you can use. So let's go with the HTTPD. So I will install the web server here. I will install Apache now. You can use Nginx, whichever you like. It all depends upon you. So let's install it. Sorry, I have missed a space in here. Yep, it's installing Apache server. Okay, we are done installing Apache server. Now we have to make sure that in case the VM reboots or the system reboots, the web server automatically starts when with the startup of the system. So there is a command for that. So it has created a symlink. So it will start when the machine next time boots. You want to see if the HTTPD or Apache server is running. Yes, it is active and it is running. The next step that would include is to have a database on our server for Zabbix to use. So let's go with installing the database. We are going to use MariaDB, that is one of the free database we have. So let's get started with installing MariaDB. One simple command. And hit yes. Now we are installing MariaDB. Here you go, folks. We have already completed the installation of MariaDB. Let's confirm that which version of MariaDB has been installed. So let's query the package manager that tell me what version of MariaDB admin server you have installed. It's the version is 10.3.1.17. So it's good to go. It's the latest version of the MariaDB. It's okay, no problem. So let's enable this MariaDB. So in case the VM reboots, it starts with the boot session. It has created the symlink, so it will start. It will start when the next time the VM reboots or there is anything. Okay, so now we have to make our MariaDB a little more secure. So we'll execute a security command. MySQL secure, MySQL underscore secure underscore installation. So it will ask if you want to set a root password. And if you haven't set a root password, if you want to set yes, I want to set, and the password is password for the sake of this video. Yes, I want to remove the anonymous user. Yes, I do not want to allow root login to remotely. Remove test databases. Yes. Reload privileges. Yes. And here we go. Our database server is ready. So if you want to test it, yes, we can log in into our database server. MySQL user root -p. Because I won't want to specify the password, I will hit pass. And MySQL -u minus. Yes, we are here in MariaDB. So we have successfully installed MariaDB database server actually. So the next step is to create the database, and here we have a command to create a database, that is please you have to provide a name for the database. In for the sake of this video, I am giving the name Zabbix, and the user that would be using this database would also be Zabbix. just for the simplicity purposes. Zabbix, and we just pay attention to this part. You have to set the character to UTF-8 for Zabbix version 5.0 or 4. So if you do not set this option, the database would not connect. So please, if you are doing a new installation, please do not forget to add this option. UTF-8 collection UTF-8. Okay, we have an error. Create database Zabbix character set UTF-8 collect. Yet it is created. So we now have to create a user and grant him full privileges. We have to grant him full privileges on this particular database, that is Zabbix dot star Zabbix at host identified by, and you have to provide the password for the user. Okay, completed. Now I will reload all the permissions. The command is flush privileges. It is a little misleading command. It doesn't actually flush everything. It actually reload the privileges. So let's say bye-bye. Okay, and we are done. We have created a database and we have given privileges for Zabbix user on that database. So the next step is we are going to install the Zabbix server. So first bring all the dependencies that we have for the Zabbix. So this is the command, and here are the dependencies. Like you can see repo.zabbix.com. So I'm pulling the repository from here. Okay, we have pulled the repositories. Now we have to do installation for the Zabbix server and the Zabbix agent and Zabbix web MySQL. So let's proceed with that. So now it will install, it will download and it will install. Okay, we are done, and we have successfully installed the Zabbix server. So let's proceed with the configuration. The first thing is we want to we have already installed the database server. Now we have to import the initial schema for this database. The database we have created, we have to import the initial schema for it to work with the Zabbix. So let's do that. There's a command for that. Let's provide it with the password. And it's now in the backend, it's pulling that schema. Okay, it's done, completed. So we have a little bit configuration settings that we have to tweak in the Zabbix server configuration file. That is, I will take you there. Okay, we are here. So since this is a very big file, I will just find the name, find the parameters that I want to tune. That is, one is DB name, and the DB name is already set to Zabbix. That is all good. I wanted this. Now another thing I want to check is DB user, and the DB user is set to Zabbix. All good. I have also created DB user as Zabbix. And another thing is DB password, and probably I have to tweak this. Yes, because by default it is not there. So I will put DB password is equals to password. and that's it. I will save the file and exit. Now we have to set the time zone that is for the Zabbix front end. So I will take you there how we can set the time zone. Yeah, zabbix.conf. So here are some parameters that you can tweak actually as per the sake of your own configuration. You can read about this more. Like PHP value, max execution time, memory limits. You can fine tune this as per according to your need. So we are here just to tweak this one thing called date and time zone that I'm going to set right now. So let's set it. You can set it as per your region. So I'm setting it like this, and I will save and exit. So I have set the time zone. So the next step is I would just simply give it a reload the Zabbix server, Zabbix agent, web server, and all this, and the front end. Zabbix server, Zabbix agent, uh, and okay. So all of these services has to restart. And plus I will also enable these services to start with the boot. So I will keep the same command. Instead of restart, I will change it to enable. So it has created a SEMlinux for it to enable. So right now, if you want to check if the Zabbix server is running, so we'll check the status of Zabbix server. Yes, it is active and it is running. So let's go to the, let's tweak the front end parameters, or I want to show you some front end parameters that you can actually tweak. That is memory limits, upload max file size, post max size. That is for the actually the web servers, the front end. So you can do that. I will show you from where you can reach this particular functions. etc php.ini. Okay. So here you will find like memory limit. So amount of memory a script may consume. You can have multiple scripts that you can add in Zabbix for multiple purposes that you want to serve. So maximum. So how much memory that script can have means this all things depends upon how much RAM you have provided the server with, and how big is your environment. So there are certain parameters that you can tweak actually. So upload max file size. If you are uploading templates, so here is 2 MB, so you can tweak all this. Max file uploads 20 at the same time, so you can change it. Max execution time you can change, max input time you can change, max input variables you can change first. So there are many things you can tune. For the sake of this video, I'm not tuning anything. So let's now the final things. We are going to add some rules in the firewall, so the firewall doesn't block anything. That is important. So HTTP, and I want to make it permanent. So let's add that. So I want to add port, actually port, and the ports are going to 10051 and 10050, and this is PC ports. Okay, add hyphen port is equals to, sorry, typo. Okay, it's done. Let's just reload the firewall. It's reloaded, and that's it. Now just one more time, I am going to reboot the front end. Okay, that's also done. So folks, we are done with the configuration of we are done with the installation of our Zabbix front end server behind and the database and everything. So let's move towards uh, let's move towards our front end GUI. So here we go, folks. We have Zabbix open on our web browser. As you can see that this is the IP of my web VM virtual machine, and I have put /Zabbix. If I don't put /Zabbix, it does not know where to go, so it will land on the Apache server test page. So I have to add /Zabbix here. So it has taken me to for the initial configuration. Let's put next, and as you can see all the pre-checks are good. We are green, we are good to go. Next, and here you have seen the database is MySQL. If you have installed any other database, you would get another option. If you have multiple database, you would probably get multiple options in here. So database 0, if the port is 0, it means it will use the default port. Localhost means I will use the same virtual machine or same server as my database server. Username is Zabbix, password is database is Zabbix, user is Zabbix, and the password is password. Okay, we'll hit next. Okay, it will use this port that we have allowed in the firewall. It's named as Zabbix server. So we have the server here ready. Next, and this is the pre-installation summary. And if we hit next, and that's it, we are done now. And let's hit finish, and we are done installing Zabbix. The Zabbix is now installed in our environment. So default username is admin and the password is Zabbix. So this is the initial page of Zabbix, how it looks, and you have some options around here that you can work with. So that's all, folks. In my next video I will tell you how to add hosts that you want to monitor. Plus I will tell you how to configure Zabbix agent, either SNMP or with certain other rules, how you can add them. So Zabbix agent, you can see on the Zabbix website there is Zabbix agents that you can download for Windows, almost any operating system out there. So this is how it goes. You can download it OS version any, and AMD 64 is 64-bit. If you want to go 32-bit, it's i386. So here you go, you will download the agent based on the Zabbix version. So you will download the agent, and I will tell you in my next video that how to configure that. So you can download it similarly for the Linux OSs, and there are some other customized OSs here so that you can support. So in the start of the video I told you it's a free version, it's a free open source software, and there's a community where you can share, you can make modules, and you can give it here. And as you can see, there is a lot of things out here. If you look at here, so people have actually contributed towards creating some modules for you, so you can work around. So you can see there are some one module for mesos, kvm, there are 3, hyper-v 5, VMware there is 10 modules that you can see. VMware ESXi 6.0, a common information module, ESXi standalone module. So there are a lot of things. So you can actually find a lot of things here. So you can actually customize the Zabbix instance to the enterprise level, and believe me, it's going to serve you really well. So that's it, folks, and thank you for watching the video. Please hit the subscribe button and the like button. I hope you have enjoyed the video. Thank you very much and have a very nice day.